Sean, congratulations. How does that feel then?
Tremendous. It's not really sink in yet. Obviously, we all the kind of talk, all the hype about this Celtic game, and we kind of overlooked the fact that we still had a job to do against Lothian. And tonight it kind of became a reality, and we knew it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. But obviously, to grind out the result it wasn't a classic. It wasn't the best. We were kind of a wee bit nervous. I think everybody can see that, both teams. So it wasn't a great game of football, but luckily we came out on top and edged it.
And Lothian Thistle were the underdogs on paper, but aside, although effectively a division below, caused a few problems for you tonight.
Of course it did, and we knew they were going to cause us problems. I mean, everybody could probably a wee bit unfair, the kind of press that Kilbride has got and the kind of lack of press that Lothian got. It was a wee bit disrespectful to them, and that was nothing to do with us. But I think if you look at the games that they've overcome as well, they put Montrose, a League 2 side, out. They've put a couple of top sort of junior sides out as well, and they've played 2 more rounds possibly than us to get where they were. So we knew it was going to be stuffy, we knew it was going to be tough, and they were going to come here and give us a real test, and they've done that. And I think it could have went either way when it was 0-0, and luckily we got the goal through Jack. It was a tremendous finish, and kind of nicked it at the end there as well, just do a wee toe poke.
We were speaking just before you came on camera about the fact you've been quite a pivotal figure in this cup run so far, scoring every round, and you got some part of your body in the end of that in that scramble to finish off the game. And how did it feel for you that you're a bit of a doubt playing with your arm and your hand?
Well, obviously I broke my hand on Monday, and I was just desperate to try and do anything I could to play, because I knew we needed to be at kind of top strength, But no, I think the kind of obviously all the injury worries that they had, and it was a wee bit kind of public, the fact that their keeper was injured, and a kind of inexperienced keeper. I mean, he'd done a good job, but we thought we're going to try and put all the corners, all the set pieces right on top of the keeper, and he dealt with most of them. But luckily, right at the end there, I kind of just stood in front of the keeper and waited for hopefully a wee kind of mistake he was going to make, and eventually he did. So I was there, luckily, to get a wee toe poke and put it home. So.
Captain behind is saying a few words, and I was speaking to Barry about the fact the project, you and Barry came back to Kilbride and came here and talked about the project in terms of a league, maybe going up the leagues, but did you ever envisage this in your first season here?
No, I never. And when we were talking about coming here, the kind of goal was to finish as high up in the league as we could, and hopefully get a chance to go up through these pyramids, and we never even thought about a cup run like this, so this was always a sort of sideshow, and unfortunately we've let ourselves down a wee bit in the league this year. We've just kind of fell short of Edinburgh City, and possibly these games have took our kind of focus off the league, and we've slipped up a few times when we shouldn't have. But we discussed what we wanted to do, and that was to establish who the kind of main team in East Kilbride was, and hopefully, well, I think we've done that more than we thought we would, and it puts East Kilbride FC on the map as a senior side, and I think the only way is up. I think we've got a lot of interest now, and hopefully we can bring in the players in the next year or two and make a real go of getting through these pyramids.
Finally, Celtic obviously next in the cup. You can finally now really talk about it because you're there. Celtic have beat Hamilton 8-1 this week in the top flight. Are you worried, scared, or are you just excited, delighted?
We're excited, but let's be honest, they are the best team in Scotland, and by a mile with the squad that they've got. So realistically, we shouldn't be on the same pitch as a team like Celtic yet, where we are in our stage of our careers, and where the team is. But hopefully, I mean, if they turn up and they play the way they did against Hamilton, then I fear for us a wee bit, regardless of how we play. But look, we've got to hope we catch them on a wee bit of an off day, and every one of us play the game of our lives, and you never know what can happen. We're not going to go in trying to defend for our lives, and I don't think the game plan will change, so you never know. It could go either way.
Well, we'll think about that in the future. Enjoy the celebrations tonight. Cheers. Thank you.